Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video vlog subject of the night for Wednesday, May 11th, 2016, around 8:31 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. Sun went down and it's going to be about 50 tonight. Tomorrow's going to shoot up. Some places going to be in the 80s, but in the coast of Massachusetts, the sea breeze, so 60s. No news to report right now, but before I do, if you got any shout outs or plugs, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+, send it to me, private message me, and it will be addressed. And that's it. My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is former NHL player Ken Hodge Sr. Ken Hodge Sr. was a white winner. He played 14 seasons in the National Hockey League, mainly for the Boston Bruins. He was a great goal scorer during his time. He was probably the most famous number 8 in Boston Bruins history until Cam Neely came along. Ken Hodge was born in Birmingham, England. He was one of the few NHL players born in Europe, and he grew up in Toronto, Canada. And he played hockey when he was a youngster. He played junior hockey for St. Catharines, and he was a pretty good player. His last year in juniors, he scored 63 goals as a white winger. The Chicago Blackhawks signed Ken when he was 19 years old. He bounced around between the minors and the Blackhawks for a couple of years. He wasn't an important player for the Blackhawks, but in May of 1967, a blockbuster trade sent Ken Hodge, Fred Stanfield, and Phil Esposito to the Boston Bruins, and Ken Hodge became a star for the Bruins. He was on a line for many years with Phil Esposito and Wayne Cashman. He was known as like a policeman on the ice. He was one of the tallest players in the National Hockey League back in his day. He was about 6'3" and 210 pounds. And he had 9 seasons of 20 or more goals. A couple of seasons he scored 40. I think one time he scored 50. 2 times he had 50 or more assists. 2 times he reached the 100-point plateau. 3 times he played in the NHL All-Star Game. And 2 times he was the NHL's All-First Team. And when Ken was with the Boston Bruins, he lived in Lynnfield, Massachusetts, which is a suburb of Boston, approximately 15 miles. And he had in his backyard, he had a swimming pool in the shape of number 8 because he wore number 8. Ken Hodge had a lot of productive years with the Boston Bruins, but in like the 1975-76, he got into a little bit of a slumping season. So the Boston Bruins traded Ken Hodge to New York Rangers, and the Boston Bruins got in return Rick Middleton. And Ken kind of slipped further down the line. He wore number 88 for the New York Rangers, even though he was reunited with Phil Esposito. His production went down. Midway through the 1977-78 season, Ken Hodge was demoted to the AHL, the minor leagues, and he had a decent season there, but the Rangers did not call him back, and no NHL team was interested in him, and Ken decided to call it a career. 328 goals, 72 assists for 800 points. Regular season, playoffs, 34 goals, 47 assists, and 81 points. Ken tried to make a comeback to pro hockey during the 1979-1980 season with the AHL, but he was basically out of like hockey shape and he didn't do good, so he aborted that comeback. And Ken Hodge is still associated with the Boston Bruins. For many years he's worked on their alumni association, and he played for the Boston Bruins alumni team. The alumni team is like the old Bruins players going to local rinks across the area, and they usually play against an all-star team of like firefighters or police officers or members of a community, and these are like fundraising efforts for local youth organizations, and Ken's been doing that for many years. And Ken's son Ken Jr. played in the National Hockey League for a few years. Ken Hodge Sr. actually made the all-rookie team in 1990-91, and he was a finalist for the Calder Trophy, which went to Ed Belfour Jr., but that was Ken Hodge Jr.'s best season, because after that he fell off the face of the NHL because he was not a great player. He was kind of a flash in the pan. And for a few years, Ken Hodge worked color for Boston College Eagles hockey game on the radio for the IMG Sports Radio Network. He teamed with John Rich. Yeah, Ken Hodge's career stats were kind of borderline for him to go into the Hall of Fame. He's never been considered for the Hall of Fame, and there were some people who wanted to try to retire Ken Hodge's number 8 for him only back in like the 80s and stuff, because he played on the line with Phil Esposito, but that never came to be. The true number 8 in Boston is Cam Neely. So that happened. Cam Neely's a Hockey Hall of Famer, and while Ken Hodge had some decent numbers, he was not a Hockey Hall of Famer. That's about it on Ken Hodge. That's about it on these video blogs: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Tomorrow, 3 more video blogs coming your way. First video blog will be about The Restore, which is a discounted store from Habitats of Humanity. Tell you about that. Second video blog will be about hitchhiking. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about personality profile. Tomorrow's personality profile will be former NHL player Wayne Catchman. Keep calm, everybody. I'm Julie Button Guy. Molly Roseblood, WCCO rocks, has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart is so stunning. She's the best. Amy Swansea rocks. Julie Gower of Fox 25 is the best. And in the words of Dee Patel last week, no bus, the top 10, top 50, or top 100 items are going on a vacation. So for the rest of the month, they will be no more top 10 or 50 or 100 lists. They need some rest. And only a few more weeks into my second anniversary of doing these video blogs. Hopefully I could one of these days get a guest on here. Good night. See you tomorrow.